Saturday night, Kree Harrison performed in front of thousands at Ford Park.
But not before the press conference in her hometown of Woodville. The American Idol cameras were rolling, and so were ours. Here's our interview with Kree Harrison.
All right, we are having an immense opportunity standing next to Kree Harrison, Brian and I, joined by Kree right now. Kree, I asked you earlier to describe your emotions. I know there's a lot going on. Is it kind of a pressure or like an adrenaline thing? How do you feel?
Definitely an adrenaline rush. I mean, I'm just trying to take it all in because, you know, I want to make sure that if this is such a short period of time, I want to make sure that I'm like being in the moment. But yeah, it's amazing to see everybody, and there's so many faces that I haven't seen in so long, even though I come here often, but it's nice.
Probably a different feeling kind of, and people, yeah. And you saw your teacher, saw a picture when you were younger here, yeah. Before you left.
I mean, I haven't seen my teacher in years, so that's, I don't know, it's crazy. It's cool. I'm excited to actually get to wave at everybody and hug each one of them.
Was there a moment since this whole process that you basically stepped on stage and was like, I cannot believe I'm an American Idol, even on the show? Was that moment ever come?
No, not yet. It still hasn't come yet. I mean, it started to sink in that, you know, we were, you know, doing this week, I think, because we're so close to the finale, and it feels so weird. Me and the girls are just like, what's happening? Mm-hmm. But that being said, it's amazing, and even though it's so fast, it's incredible.
You've talked a lot about your family and just the feelings that have come from their support. Tell us a little bit about that.
Oh, I mean, I have the most supportive family, and I always have. You know, even before this process, I mean, I uprooted and moved to Nashville to start my career there, and they've always been so supportive. I love my family.
All right, well, we love you in Southeast Texas, but I got to say, I cannot wrap this segment up without getting one of these world-famous Kree Harrison hugs. Of course, I love it, and go ahead and get one to my co-host, Jessica Guidry. Continue to support Kree Harrison as she enters the final finale right here in American Idol. We've got more Southeast Texas Live coming up. Stay with us.
Gotta love that.
I know.
Yeah, I mean, she's very genuine. Those hugs are real, and you could tell she was just really glad to be back in her hometown.
Yeah, absolutely. And like she was saying, you know, you asked her, has that moment sunk in? And I guess she says no, not really, because she says she tries to soak everything in, but it happens all so fast. Yeah. That it just kind of is a whirlwind, I guess.
Because that's one of the questions I always ask a lot of musicians that I interview is, was there ever a moment you were like, oh my goodness, I've actually arrived, and it just hadn't sunk in yet to her that she's on the top 3 of American Idol.
But I think it's good too. She said in another interview that will actually air tomorrow, she told us, Brian, that she kind of just knows that she has to stay true to herself, and I guess that kind of helps keep her grounded too, and think, okay, this is a competition, what she's trying to win also.
Yeah, and we want to remind everybody to vote tomorrow night on American Idol. That's what's the biggest thing now. We got to get her in the top 2. We got to get her to the top, to be honest with you, but just, you know, don't forget to watch and don't forget to vote.
Yes, and that is tomorrow night. Of course, you just have to be ready to vote as many times as you can so that she can get into that finale, which is the following week.
Absolutely. We still got one more interview for you. I think we're going to air it tomorrow.
Yes.
In the rodeo.
Yes, absolutely. When we interviewed her at the rodeo, so we'll show you that to you tomorrow.